Howdy. Hello Aries, how are you doing? My name is Simply Velk and I'm going to be doing your general reading for this week. When it comes to any type of reading of mine on my channel, I always ask people to rely on their intuition because I like to speak in examples. So what that means is I might use the example of a relationship for the messages that tarot will bring. But for you and your situation, it may be talking about a relationship, it may be talking about a family situation, it may be talking about whatever, right? You know your life better than I do. I'm just a man reading some tarot cards. So really use it up to your discretion. Take what tarot cards resonate with you and leave what doesn't, because I'm not going to take it personal. So I'm going to be doing 3 rows. The first couple rows are just going to be general messages, and then your third row is going to be what you should be working on for this week. If this reading does give you a sense of direction and resonates with you, I'd love to hear about it. Let me know which card calls out to you the most and how it pertains in your situation, because I like to keep up with you guys and knowing what's going on in y'all's life. So yeah, and if this does give you a sense of direction and help you out in any type of way, I really would be appreciative if you gave me a like and subscribe, because it does help out my channel out so much. So yeah, let's just jump into your reading right now. We have for your first row, Aries, we have the 8 of Earth, the 10 of Water, and the Dreamer card. The 8 of Earth is talking about going back to school, going to get a higher knowledge of some sort. So you don't have to literally be going back to school. You could just be like researching and trying to learn more about what it is that you're trying to do, or like just learning more about your craft, right? If you wanted to learn about tarot cards, maybe you're just like watching other tarot readers like me to learn about how different people perceive different tarot card messages, right? It's just that energy, right? And I pulled the clarifier Queen of Wands for you, which is just passionate energy. You're focusing on something that you want in life. You're learning to just like, you're trying to hone your craft in whatever it is. If you're trying to like attract someone into your life, I feel like this is the time for you to just start investing in yourself and start really investing in your own energy to attract this person. We have the 10 of Water for you. Now 10s I always associate with a closure, some type of cycle. And with the 10 of Water, this card says a contented and rewarding family life, your emotional and material needs are met, and trustworthy relationships. Now, this is interesting because I feel as if I pulled the 5 of Cups for you as the clarifier for this, Aries, and this is kind of telling me where it's like you're not wanting to let go of something. You're not wanting to let go of something that isn't actually very good for you. I feel like you kind of know this as well. Because like that's the thing. A lot of readers will perceive this as like you're not paying attention to the 2 glasses that aren't spilled behind you compared to these 3 cups that are like spilt and there's blood. It's like how this is like signifying to me. This is letting me know that it's like you know someone's just not good for you. They're a bad influence on you in some type of way. And it's like they're just either like stringing you along, like whatever. They're just like, but you keep trying to like make it work, and it's just like eating you up. And I feel as if you're being drawn from spirit to like move on from this. Not only just move on from this, but realize what it is what good you have in your life already and what it is. I say this because I pulled the Dreamer card for you, Archangel Metatron. So if you're trying to connect to any type of angelic being, I would suggest to work with Archangel Metatron during this week to help you move on, have like this moving on energy perhaps, because we have the World card that I pulled as the clarifier. So 2 powerful cards together. So this is letting me know that this is like a change of perspective. Like you need to have a change in perspective of where it is that you're looking, and to just truly just move on. Maybe you don't want to let go of something because you feel like you're never going to have the opportunity of a similar case again. This could be pertaining to like a relationship. Maybe you don't want to let go of a specific person because you feel like that's the best you're going to get, or you know your story better than I do, right? The Dreamer card is letting me know and I'll read off the card. It says a leap of faith, follow your dreams and unexpected opportunities. What this is telling me, Aries, is like you need to just kind of like learn to let go and trust in the process of either your spirit guide, like whatever. Trust in, like, even if it's just yourself, trust in that you would be able to manifest something even greater than this, right? And let me go into your second row now that touches on to it, because your second row is talking about has Ace of Coins, 2 of Wands, and then the Page of Swords. So the Ace of Coins, it's like a cornucopia, right? I love this card just for the fact of like, I always call it like the blank check from the universe. It's like you're being handed a blank check from somebody and you're able to write down as much as you want on it and give it back to them, but you're making that choice of like how much that check is worth. How much do you think you're worth, right? Or I keep on getting like the sense of worth. Maybe you're not feeling like you're worthy of something. I don't know. And that's why you're not wanting to let go of something that's already in your life, because you don't feel like you're worth, like, maybe it's like you don't feel like it's ever gonna happen to you again or something. I don't know. So for your clarifiers, lots of cups. You could be dealing with a water sign. So for the Ace of Coins, I pulled the 4 cups for you. And again, this is just letting me know that you're trying to make some type of bad investment of a social connection or something. It doesn't have to be social, but this is just how I'm perceiving it, right? You're trying to make something. This could be a job, if like a job's just been really stressing you out and just really been trying you lately, Aries. Maybe that's what's going on, and you're just trying to make it work, right? And so like with this dynamic, it's just like giving me such an affirmation that it's like you're making the choice to keep something toxic in your life, or would be perceived as toxic. I pulled, for your 2 of Wands, I pulled the 5 of Cups as the clarifier for you. And this is like, again, like, I'm sorry, Aries, maybe you didn't want to come to this reading to just be chastised, but like, I feel like you're just like, I'm really trying to open your eyes to that. I feel as if it's like, something's enabling you, or some person is enabling you to do these bad habits that's taking away your power, that you may not even know it. It may be like a subtle thing, and regardless, I feel like you're just kind of like either like giving your power to something or some type of environment or somebody, or you're just engaging in something that just doesn't do you justice, that isn't actually fulfilling you. And I feel like you already know what it is that's going on. I pulled the Page of Swords for you, so it's like some type of new you're pursuing something. 2 of Discs as well. I might need to pull a couple more clarifiers for this, because this is interesting, because the Page of Swords is letting me know that for a couple things, it's almost like you don't want to, you're treating something different than how you would normally treat anything else, is what I keep hearing. Does that make sense for you, Aries? So for example, it's just like if you're usually like very bold, as you probably already are, or if you're just usually very opinionated and you'll state your feelings and your thoughts, it's almost like you're not doing that with this connection. You're not honoring how you normally are. It's for some reason there's something that's different with this energy. 2 are just coming in where it's just like it's overwhelming you, like it's taking a lot of your energy, I feel. And the clarifiers I pulled for you was the Queen of Earth, which I'll just read them off while I show them as well. You have the Queen of Earth, and this is saying making time for those around you. Again, such a push for you to appreciate what's already in your circle, Aries. Taking a sensible approach and deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. 4 of Fire for you as well. And this is saying peace, abundance, whatever. Contentment, peace, and abundance, a happy home life, and the successful completion of a project. I say whatever because it's like the repetitive same message of where it's like, maybe you don't want to hear this either. Maybe that's like maybe that's something that you just don't want to internalize, because it's just like you're just so focused on something or somebody that just isn't of service to you. And it's almost like because you know it's bad for you, or it's because it's like difficult for you to like control or tame in whatever way, that's what's making you want it more. And you're just getting such a push that it's just like, hey, like you have good stuff over here. It'd be almost like me saying it's like, oh, I don't want to do any more readings because I don't have that deck over there that cost $5,000. I can't think of a deck that would be I would never. Listen, the day I do that. But that's the energy of it. It's like, well, like I have all these decks here, so why can't I do this? Like I have perfectly good decks that can relay messages. Why am I so focused on this $5,000 tarot deck? And it's because I'm so focused on it, I sabotage myself, I don't make video. You know, it's a spiral effect. And maybe you don't even realize it's happening, because it's just like you're just so focused on trying to get that to work. And maybe you like, it's almost like maybe you're like excusing like the heads up and the red flags from the universe saying, hey, this is not where you should be going. You're excusing it and calling it 2020 energy. Does that make sense? Where it's just like Spirit's trying to redirect you, but it's just like you're taking all their redirections being like, oh, that's just 2020 being 2020, when in actuality it's just like, no baby, like Archangel Metatron's really trying to help you out here. He's really trying to help change your perspective. You have the 2 of Fire. as well for you. You've come into your own new partnerships or contracts and continue moving forward. So yeah, this is talking about like a new connection, like newness. You need to let go of something. You need to let go of something that's old and that's not of service to you. And I feel like if you were to just reflect on without bias, without whatever, you would kind of know what it is that you're feeding into. This could be like a habit. Maybe you don't want to let go of like your smoking habit, right? It's something that you just hold dear to your heart, but that you know it is not good for you, right? A smoker that smokes cigarettes knows, like, while they're smoking, like, you don't need to tell them that smoking causes cancer. Like, they know, right? But they're still choosing to do it because it's like there's like that. I mean, I've never smoked tobacco, but it's just like that sense of just like needing it, or just like you don't want to like process a life with, whatever, right? It's that kind of example. For your last row, the Necronomicon of what you should be working on for this week, Aries, we have the Moon card, the Judgment, and then the Eight of Wands. So again, this is kind of telling me that this is what you need to be working on. It's like coming to terms with something. It's like the Moon card and the Judgment card, something gets revealed to you about this person, or maybe this is just like a change in perspective, and it's just like that's when you choose to lay judgment, and judgment meaning just like you're choosing to move on and going back to continuing on your own path and coming into your own, right? Because that's the thing, you're being so pushed to be self-empowered again, and they're trying to empower you so much with all these cards, but it's almost as if like you're not getting it, because it's like you're giving it all away to this this energy, this thing, this Eight of Wands as well, where it's just like this push of just coming back into your own power, Aries. So yeah, I'm not saying that like this reading is not like it's saying that you lost your spark or anything. So what I would want you to how I would want you to take this reading is like, if you're feeling like you're stuck right now, if you're feeling like you're in a trench, or if you happen on dealing with some roadblocks, Aries, take a step back and look at it and see if that's just the universe trying to redirect you. Stop excusing, no, I don't want to say stop, but like, maybe like this energy isn't just because it's 2020. Maybe it's because you actually need to ignore this, or actually pay attention to this, so you can move on to a new direction and going back to coming into your own and manifesting these dreams, manifesting good stuff for you. I feel like this week for you, Aries, you just need to take a moment and just like assess the facts. That's what I'm feeling for you. But yeah, that's the cards that I have for you, Aries. I hope this reading was helpful to you. Again, if it does give you a sense of direction, I would love for you to give me a like and subscribe, because it does help me. But yeah, I hope I get the opportunity to provide another reading for you again at some point, Aries. I love you so much. Bye.